easy. And we're back. And check the picture. Loaded on me all the way yet? I haven't. Oh, see. That's the delay. Oh, there goes the light. Yeah. See, now, like, if we walked way over here, got our shadows off of it.
Yeah, when I stopped drinking Budweiser stock, he dropped 15%.
Every time I've been to jail, this is what I'm doing first. Drinking. Every fucking time. I'm allergic to that shit. I break out in anything. I've never been to jail sober.
Shining on the feet on TV a little bit?
No.
Yeah. We were talking. Yeah, he plays music. We need a guitar for Jeremy here. Somebody want to send a guitar on down here. He'll play the shit out of it.
Actually, just to let you know, he had a beautiful acoustic guitar when he came here, and he had it stolen out from under him one night. So
Like a Martin.
Let someone get him a nice Martin acoustic guitar. Really awesome.
It was a Fender.
And you get the credit when he releases his
I'll
first
take a
album.
Taylor or a Gibson. I'll take anything.
Yeah, really. I take one with no name on it. You know, as good as you play, you take one with no name on it. You could probably have some really cheap thing made. You probably play the shit out of it and still.
I had a
You're singing in the guitar that do it, man.
I had a brand new guitar. It cost $48 brand new when I got to Santa Cruz. And I made what it was worth in like 3 days.
That's what I'm saying.
Somebody gave it to me. And then I bought my guitar that got stolen from me, and I gave that guitar away, the one that I had when I got to Santa Cruz. Gave it to someone who had their guitar stolen.
Huh.
Want to go back in the cabin?
I'm not going in the cabin. I was probably just going to hang out for a while. Try and go. I'm going to go get the night vision camera hooked up real quick and check that out. So, you want to see that? Okay. So we're going to go hook up the night vision camera for those of you that didn't see it earlier. And for those of you that did, you get to see it again. Mike? Okay, I'll be back. I'm going in. Yep. They don't care. They're in deep discussion. It's funny because they tell me they say want to do interviews and stuff, and then they do little short interviews and stuff, but I've heard them. They've got so much more to say. I think they're just holding back because they don't want you to know what they know. And that's good. You know what? I know what they know, and I ain't telling you either. But I'll tell you one quick secret. We all gonna die. That's a true fact. So if anybody out there's afraid of dying, better get used to it. Because it's gonna happen.
Don't scare him.
You like that one?
Don't scare him.
Hey, it's a 21st. Why not? Hope there's little kids.
Look, there's going to be over 1 million people celebrating the 22nd, the birth of the new Earth and the new humanity.
Here, blast that light down here for me if you would, please. Thank you. All right. How many? Say it again.
Probably close to 1 million hooked up worldwide. The main event is going to be in LA at the Agape Center.
Okay.
But they're going to be, if we get something good broadcasting from here, They're going to actually broadcast live. In fact, they've already started, I think, broadcasting live for 30 hours, 36 hours.
Huh. Well,
No, I guess, no, they start tomorrow at noon. That's right.
let's see. We'll disconnect this camera, which we can just do by...
You're going dark for a bit.
Yeah. We were blinding them there for a bit. Turn that camera off. And we'll plug this one in. Maybe I need the light. Okay. Let's see, we want to go with... There was a process with this one. It was turn it on first. Okay, and then you want to go to hit the night vision mode. So it's already on, and then you plug in the device because the screen goes black. All I'll be able to see is what's I'm showing right here.
Okay.
So now that I have that pointed there, just a second, since you're pointing at the ground, that's a perfect. We'll do the shoe cam. Yeah, you know what, I gotta set this down because I can't find. Pointed at that.
I always wanted to be a model.
A model?
Yeah, I'm modeling the shoes now.
Well, we were. I just had to set it down. They needed. There you go. Yes. Camera check is working. It's really hard being your own studio. I swear to God, this is not easy. I make it look easy. Bullshit.
What?
I don't make it look easy. I've seen my broadcast. This looks hard. All right, guys. Yeah, see? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good night vision, but it's only good enough to like 3 feet. You know. So I'll
Cool.
set that down for a second. Now that I know the camera's working. Put all that in that pocket. Get in this pocket. Oh shit.
Light off or on?
You can leave it on, I guess, or I'm not sure. I was trying to figure out this last step, how to connect this camera to my rig here where everything's duct taped to. My camera on a stick. And this camera's still on. I need to turn that off.
I have a
Okay.
take a check.
So, probably hold it like that. That works
Guys, I'm going to
for now. Are you? Cool, brother. Carry on. My hands are full, brother. Peace.
see you tomorrow.
You know what? Put that out. Fucking save it.
How much they play back?
Playback?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get that for you here. I was just gonna pull that out.
Did I tell you I found out 3 days ago they killed my friend?
Other part.
Where I said 8 days. A lion. It was Samoan, it's black.
That's great. See, you're an assistant right now. See why I don't need a crew? That should load up. And then there's buttons that are on right here and right here. Just don't squeeze there.
Okay. Right. Oh wow.
Perfect. Oh yeah. Now you can guide me through it. See, we'll do Mick in night vision. What are you doing?
So I found out 3 days ago that, are we recording?
Yeah.
That I was actually in a laundromat off on a few blocks up from 24th in Florida, where I happened, let's see, it was 2 years ago. I met the mayor of San Francisco standing across the street on the corner of Gavin Newsom. And I never met Gavin before, but you know, I noticed him. He was a very charismatic person. He was the kind of guy that, you know, you just want to watch because you know he's going to say something really, intelligent or something really funny. And he just projected a very good aura, and he had a lot of good energy. I felt from him. He looked at me in the eyes again, and I'll tell you this is the truth. It was kind of reminiscent when I shook Bobby Kennedy's hand when I was 10 years old in New York City when he was running for president. And that was in 1968, I believe, and it was in June 68. And he went straight to Los Angeles. When he got to Los Angeles, when he was walking through the kitchen of the Ambassador Hotel, he was shot through the head by an assassin, Sirhan, an Iranian young man in his, I believe, mid-20s. He could have been 27, actually. But when I shook Gavin Newsom, I said to him, I was a couple feet away, I said, good to see you, Governor. I gave him a smile, and he looked up, and he goes, oh, good to see you, too. No, he said something, it wasn't that. I said, good to see you, Governor. And he looked up, and he stepped forward, and put out his hand, and he shook my hand. I shook his hand. Oh, yeah, good seeing you. No, that wasn't it. Yeah, okay, we'll let it go.
So he made a greeting?
He made a greeting. It was really nice. He was really pleasant. But what he said was, in the words he used, it was like, good seeing you again, but he didn't say again.
Nick, have you been drinking tonight?
No, I've been smoking some really good weed, though.
All right, now.
But anyway, we'll let that one go.
Now I know why.
I know, it wasn't those quick little
politician. Now I know why you're having trouble
things.
with the story.
Right.
I got you, man.
Okay.
That's cool.
Okay,
Oh,
too bad.
weed.
This, I mean,
It's pretty
I wish this was
late.
taped so we could cut this.
It's all right, man.
All right. So
You're the one that wants to jump in front of the live camera. You know I'm live. Why would I tape it?
well, anyway,
You got audio but no video.
I digress. I was telling a story there. Oh, no. What was I saying? Anyways, different level.
You digress.
But anyway, yeah, meeting him. Oh yeah, it was reminiscent when I remember Bobby Kennedy was coming down Broadway, and we were up on the Upper West Side, Upper 70. I think we were around 72nd Street in Broadway. And Bobby Kennedy was coming down Broadway. And it was really hot out. He was wearing a white shirt. And he had his tie pulled down. His shirt unbuttoned, a couple buttons, and I remember looking up to my mom. My father was in Vietnam in 1968. A few months before the Tet Offensive, actually, began, where my father was wounded in Coin Creek Province, where he was stationed with the 3rd Marine Division headquarters.
That's
company.
why I thought you were in the military, because your parents were.
They were.
But
anyway,
guilty as charged, but that's all right.
Guilty as charged.
He was in the military. I was in the military.
My father was at Pearl Harbor when he was 17 years old. He served in every branch of the service. He was at Pearl Harbor and did his World War II thing and served during the Korean conflict.
Yeah, you see that?
Stateside in the Air Force. Oh yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
So anyway, he was in the Army, which my father called the Regular Army in 1941. He was there when he was 17. He fought in the South Pacific. He was stationed in Bougainville. He got out, went back into the service, into the Air Force as a sergeant. Korea broke out. It was going on. He was stationed. He taught at a base stateside. I'm not sure what he taught. Anyway, and then he got out of the Air Force in the late 50s and went back. He joined the Navy, joined the, Vietnam, when Vietnam started up. And, I guess Kennedy had made, was making a decision actually at the time. We had advisors over there who were the CIA and Green Beret, and we knew what they were doing. And everyone knew we were going to, go into Vietnam. And I believe that Kennedy really didn't want to do it. He was going to stop it. I think that has something to do with the assassination. I really do. I think it was.
You don't think it was the secret societies he was going to expose? Oh wait, they say he never said that, but he said that was you know, huh?
Yeah, it could. I don't know.
Did he say it?
Could be.
Did he
It's
say it?
theory.
I wasn't
mean,
even
this
born
is-
then, so I
this
couldn't
is
say
all-
yes or
it's
no.
all theory, right?
You know?
Yeah, yeah, right, true. But anyway.
Did you tell me?
What?
What?
Did you tell me?
Why Kennedy was shot?
Yeah, like do you
Very
think?
simple. He was going to shut down the Fed.
He was going to shut down the
Hold on.
Fed.
Yeah. Kennedy was going to shut down the Fed. He signed an executive order on or about the 12th of November and was assassinated, on the 23rd.
Oh, we just lost
Kennedy,
Cam.
November 3rd, 1963. Or 64.
November
See if
23rd,
that
right?
comes back.
It was the 23rd.
And I need to go
I think
back
you're right.
to.
It was-
Oh, grab it one more time. Oh wow, that's in color. That's interesting. The color is kind of.
He's trying to come up.
Yeah, it doesn't have much.
Oh.
You can grab that real quick, and I'll
was right before
switch this out to back to the old. They call it night vision. I think it's just the camera mode goes into black and white, and it puts out like an infrared. Hold on, what's going on here? Plenty of battery. That's good. Plug
You know
that
what's so
in.
weird is that you
You
on
hear?
here sound like me on here.
Oh, we sound the same,
Yes.
huh? Yeah, and it's
You
funny
can,
when
you
you're.
can be a younger me.
It's thanks. Well, military intelligence. Yeah, they used to call me CIA James here at Occupy SF, and
You're Spec 5.
it's just because Spec 5, GSG 17 is there's only one more level above that, and they give you a desk. So I wasn't down with that. I don't do desks. Once you get to 40, so this was supposed to be my extra year in the field, but good bullshit though, huh?
Whatever.
I was trying to match up with Mick.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Couple loons here on last night of the earth. Oh, we're doomed.
yeah, it's just- Sarah posted something really funny on Facebook
Yeah.
about her doing her laundry.
You know what I hate is when
So
I'm
then,
when I'm doing stuff and I hear this
Friday.
going,
Oh.
and I'm listening and I'm doing audio check and stuff, and then you lose track because your brain there's just too much going on. I'm holding this, listening to that, checking stats to make sure that everything's working. Okay, great. And then you hear something. Oh, wait, what was I talking about? You know what I mean?
Sorry.
Not your fault.
No, man, you know what we have to do? We have to infiltrate our own government.
Well, that's already been done.
No.
What do you think I'm doing here?
That's what I want to do.
That's what you want to do. You're. I don't think.
Political candidates
Well, that you could.
to
because
the House of Representatives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got to put your name on the ballot, right, and start running and
You
get
do,
people to
I mean, you have to go to state and then go to D.C.
So-
yeah.
get more people that are of the people and by the people to run for the people,
It's the Occupy
to stand up for the people. The Occupy. Ooh, it's an Occupy. No, that's somebody else had mentioned that there should be
Start-
like a new
Start
party
different
of people
states.
that
You get into
come together and
governorships.
they're the thing about an Occupy though, it would have to be open-minded the way that it was originally designed, instead of people separating like I was talking about earlier and going off and doing all their own little separate projects and not coming together when other people have projects going on. I've seen it happening, and it pisses me off when I go stream those events and people will be like, yeah, there's all these people that are coming and stuff, and I get there and there's like 50 or 100 people, which I'm glad to see, but I'm expecting that we should be seeing more, not less.
You will not.
Armchair captains. I see
No.
people on the Facebooks complaining,
You're the tipping point.
get your asses out here. I'm tired of this shit.
We have been
Weekend
paddling
warriors,
up the
man.
backside of the tsunami of change, and we're about ready to catch a ride.
Well, I'm glad you think so.
I know so.
All right. I'm glad you know so then. I'm just here for the ride. So
Please enjoy it
Oh, I'm definitely
and
enjoy the ride.
document it, man. Document it. 'Cause it's gonna be worth billions in the future.
Oh, document. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it for the documentation.
I know, but it's going to be your grandchildren that benefit from it. But they will.
Well, my grandchildren, somebody's grandchildren. I think it'll make a good story. Some of the stories out here in the streets, I wish I had been able to catch on camera.
Yeah.
But you can't catch stuff that's going on if you're not rolling.
I wish I actually gave my video camera to a couple of the younger guys and wanted them to get some B-roll, of what I'm doing in Occupy.
Mm-hmm.
They went out and played with the cameras, did all kinds of things of what they wanted to do, but never rolled any B-roll for me.
Well,
I can't demand it. I can suggest it.
right.
I wish I had it because it'd be worth a lot of money to them and a lot of money to me right now.
Yeah.
But they don't have it.
Well,
Jacked around.
I've got tons of footage, and if I remember correctly, you were down at Bradley Manning Plaza pretty much the entire time you were. When did you get there?
I got there on Veterans Day, 11/11.
Oh, is that when you got there? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was over in Oakland on the night of the 10th. We were going to have a 1-month birthday party over there, and friends of mine from Generation Waking Up were going to do a wake up as part of the event.
Where's the phone?
Phone? Have it somewhere.
Other pocket, yeah. Thanks. You keep going.
So they were over there starting to set up. We were getting ready to have this, really awesome event, for Occupy Oakland and all the people who came in from the outside because it was publicized for a day or so. And about an hour before it was going to start, there was a shooting in the plaza by the subway right outside of the occupation camp. The whole Oakland Occupy, getting ready to party, saw someone shot and killed on the sidewalk.
Yeah, I heard about
over
that.
a stolen fucking bicycle.
I heard about that immediately over at Occupy San Francisco.
I was there.
It literally got to us within, I believe it was like within half an hour, 15 minutes. It was probably there faster than that. I mean, I'm not sure because somebody told me, and I'd been wandering around on patrol, and I was like, wow, that's incredible. I was like, was it agents or what? And everybody was speculating.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. Somebody got shot over a bicycle.
It was a supposedly stolen bicycle.
Okay. Interesting.
One black young man against another black young man.
Oh.
So it was the senseless violence that is all too common in Oakland, and it came right to the doorstep of Occupy as they were ready to party. We did not party that night.
That's too bad.
We held a celebration of life. We went out, got candles, did a march around the camp, and around the area where the young man was killed. Everybody offered their own grace, blessing, what have you. But it was a very beautiful ceremony, and then they went on to do a few parts of the wake up that actually were, getting people to interact with each other, and it was a very healing process. It turned out to be a wonderful wake-up call for Occupy.
Yeah, there was a lot of solidarity over there. We had a moment of silence in camp.
If you let us occupy Oakland, we will move into the communities, we will bring the light into the darkness, and we will help change the culture of violence into the culture of peace. We'll beat swords to plowshares. It's all ready to go. You just got to come along with us.
Well, like I said, I grew up around hippies in the 70s, and I kind of disappeared in the 80s a little bit because punk rock came around. Just growing up with that in my youth, that just...
We're back in multiple generations.
Well, I'm here, and I consider myself a hippie. I can truthfully say that I've done acid and had sex in Golden Gate Park, so I think I can call myself a hippie, right?
That's definitely qualifies.
Oh, the camera's off again. don't know why that doesn't stay on. It's killing me. Turn that on.
The microphone's on.
Yeah, the microphone's not connected to the camera.
Oh, that's right.
That's one of the features that I have from the devices that I've. One of them was sponsored to me. The primary one that's giving me the attachment for the camera and the audio.
Awesome.
That's this device right here. Cerevo Live Shell. The quantum-wireless.com gave it to me. So yeah, I'll still kind of promote them. You know, they gave me the device and I did a report on it, and it's online if you want to check it out. It's
Cool.
It's online. OccupySFTV on YouTube. So anyway, here we are just hanging out.
Into bed.
You're heading into bed. All right, Papa, here, let me sit this
Aloha.
down, give you a hug. Good night, brother. Thanks for the stories and stuff. It was good to get that down while I'm here. Just
Thank you for being.
oh, you bet.
Thank you for being here.
I'm a peace warrior.
A Jedi Rainbow Light Warrior.
Ah, okay. New Earth Army.
Exactly. Jim Shannon's a buddy of mine.
Who's that?
Jim Shannon, the guy who was Men Who Stare at Ghosts was all about.
Well,
Colonel Shannon.
wait a minute.
The guy behind North Army, the guy that wrote the book.
No, that was in the movie. Have you seen? What's the movie I'm thinking of? Damn it.
Men Who Stare at Ghosts.
Yes, Men Who Stare at Ghosts.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Jeff Bridges' character was based on Jim Shannon, who's a friend of mine.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
And you can go to his YouTubes. He's got over 100 YouTubes up there where...
they based that movie off of his book
No,
his-
off a book that was written about him.
about him. Okay.
But it was an investigative journalist from London by the name of John Ronson, which is kind of funny because I'm Ron Johnson. So he's got it backwards. He wrote something that was trying to create a smoking gun between the experimental work that Jim did back in the late 70s with the 1st Earth Battalion, which you'll find out the real story in several of Jim's YouTubes. And if you want to look it up, you spell the name Jim Shannon, and it's Channon. Do a search for Jim Shannon on YouTube, and you'll find out all the great stuff that's right around the corner, ready to happen. And you'll find out where the best training courses are going to be on the Big Island to learn landcrafting from Jim Shannon or some of his inner circle. And it's a great time to be here now. So welcome aboard. Rainbow Light. What should be the name of our light ship? Rainbow Lights
I'm not sure.
Starship. It's not the
Starship.
Mothership. It's not the mothership.
How about-
it's just a starship?
Earthship. Just the Earthship. I don't know, man. I'm not good at naming stuff like that.
Okay.
I'd
Well,
leave that to the elders, the wisers. How about we call you the wisers instead of the elders?
I think wisdom comes in many forms at many ages. I see great wisdom in the young people that are here.
Oh, absolutely. I've seen a lot of great ideas and a lot of real intelligence here from people that just
They seem to be wisdom seekers and teachers right out of the box. And what they've collected in a short, say 15 years, from age 15 to 30, it took me all the way to 60 to collect it. So they're definitely getting a head start on all of this. So
yeah.
find a good one, find one you like to play with, and tag along. It's been a great ride.
Yeah, that's always the plan, though, right?
Well, we are the plan.
That's right.
We are the ones we've been waiting for.
I believe it. What's
And we are the ones they've been waiting for, but they don't know it yet. But I'm proclaiming
A lot
it
of 'em.
here tonight, at the end of the age.
the end of the age, the beginning of the new?
So anyway, the governor of each state can
Oh, you going back to
call out. Yeah, they can
back to the
call out-
governor?
The governor can call
That's so
out.
loud. Bell's sleeping.
Oh, yeah. The governor can call out to under emergency situation conditions. Call out the National Guard.
Well,
And what I would do, God's governor, I'd call out the National Guard and order them to disarm the police in the state.
National Guard to disarm the police.
That's exactly what
Clubs
I
like the
do.
Bobbers of London.
I'd have them. And not only that, I would call this emergency situation going. I mean, now would be a prime time to do something like that. Whether, I mean, just to show, you want to talk about gun control in this country, in this state. Disarm the police right now. Pass a law right through,
Good night, brothers. Good night. I'm gonna head in.
the state senate.
Good night,
to,
Papa.
Make it illegal
Right
to have a
on.
gun in California.
Aloha. Namaste. Namyo Horengekyo.
Hasta luego.
We could have gone and got cookies, but
Cookies.
yeah, we could still go get pizza.
You want to go get pizza? Where? Oh, don't say where. Yeah, but far?
Well, no, I guess not, because the train don't run no more.
Oh well.
And you could actually call in more Army reserves from other states, transfer them
Maybe we can get a delivery.
here.
Anybody want to drop off a pizza?
And I'd also call out the Air National Guard.
You're not gonna get what I want.
That's what
Hey, you know
I
what?
would do.
Hey, we want to stop the warring and the fighting, so let's just stop the calling out the guard and stuff, disarming the police. We can disarm them ourselves with love and peace. Isn't that the idea, Juggler?
What's that?
Love and peace. Peace and
Right on.
love.
Just, fuck the granola, man.
It is
Fuck the
about peace and
granola.
love.
Peace and love's cool.
Yeah.
I got no problem with that.
You don't like granola?
No, fuck the granola.
Oh. Is Mike going to bed? Okay. I won't point this at you because it's on NVG. I mean, I could do it like this. Here, you want to see what it looks like? Oh, bunch of gray light. No, don't be so negative. Yeah, you say you need it, but then you tell me you wouldn't look at it. I want to see what it looks like in here since it's so dark. It's the first time really getting to use this camera. I mean, it's not that great, but it does the trick at night if in close quarters or if there's enough light. I mean, you can see out on the street and stuff. But I can use my wide-angle camera out on the street. There's plenty of light out there for that. So I'm glad to see that. It's probably looking at sleeping bag right now going, people are going, what the hell are we looking at?
We ain't looking at anything.
Hey,
It's a sleeping bag that
right.
I'm covered up with.
Oh no, it's pointing at me, it fell over.
Oh,
Damn it.
wow. That's
all
all shit
crooked
now.
and
I
shit.
got
Oh, camera went off because
that.
it's got, there's something with the connector and these wires that they mess with the cameras. Both cameras do the same thing. So I'm figuring it's either this wire batch that I bought or is defective because I got 4 of them.
Even China piece of shit.
Yeah, made in China. I don't know. I got it for free, so I'm happy to be able to just use
Free
it.
made in China piece of shit is acceptable.
Free made in China piece of shit is acceptable.
Yeah.
Right.
Pay for that shit.
Huh?
Not steal it either, but fucking you'd get some American quality. Get something American.
American quality.
American.
Huh.
Is there anything American left?
There we go.
Besides GMO corn?
Ooh, that's all crooked and shit. Right on. Here. I'll stand back about where the camera should be. Oh, right on. That's mine.
No.
Right on.
James,
Oh,
I'm
you want
good.
me to just hang on to it? Okay.
No, I don't want to know.
You do what? Cool. Be safe. I try to be around to get there, catch those raids and stuff, but yeah. I mean, yeah, I remember that. That was several months ago. When was that?
What?
When were you guys out at the retreat and got raid?
Shit, about 2 months ago.
2 months ago?
That was stupid. Can't believe the cops. Can't believe the city openly broke the damn law like that. Of course they did. They've been doing it all damn year.
Oh, I guess I was standing in the right spot. Can't see the
No,
camera
I saw
anymore,
you.
so I have no
I saw you on the phone.
Yeah. Get my pins shown. Occupy Oakland.
Don't want to announce your presence, do you?
Why? Why not? I'm not afraid to say who I am. John Hancock, I'll sign that. Just as big. Fuck it.
You need more pins.
Huh?
You need more pins. I know
Pins?
somebody's out there with like 30 of them. He does. He's got about 30 of them. I counted them one day.
No, I'm just saying that, like, signing the Declaration of Independence and stuff the way John Hancock did it. I'll stand up and
I understand
peacefully
King George was
demonstrate
hard of
against
seeing.
the bullshit that's going on in this country and around the world. You know?
Did King George have a problem with his eyesight? Yes. John Hancock wanted to make sure he could read it. Nice of John.
Did he have problems with his eyesight?
Yeah, King Henry III was blind almost.
Okay,
I don't know if he was almost blind, but he couldn't see.
You threw me with that. What does that got to do
John
with standing
Hancock.
up for the rights of people and you know, changing things like what we've been talking about? Just no more GMOs and down with the Fed. You
Down
went
with
back
the
like
Fed.
4 centuries on.
Well, no, I was talking about why John Hancock signed the Declaration of Independence so big. Because he wanted King George to see it.
He wanted him to see his name.
Because King George could not see. So he wrote it nice and big so King George could see it. At
I
least
thought it
that's
was
what-
so everybody could see it.
Well, no, it's just King George, I guess. I don't know. That's the way my history teacher taught it.
Interesting.
But you know how that goes.
I never heard that one.
That's because the education system changed between me and you. They
Yeah.
probably got less honest with
And
you
you're
than
what,
they were
4
with
years
me.
older than me?
Yeah, it sucks.
Approximately, yeah.
Well, it doesn't mean anything's true. History is taught by the people who write it.
Right, of course. And it's funny because, like, I talk to some of the kids these days that are,
Who
you know,
discovered America?
oh my god. I'm like, what? Are you serious?
Who here? This is my favorite.
Some
one.
of them are really smart, though.
Yeah, some are. But when you ask who discovered America, and they're like, I don't know. Oh, and then you ask, do you know who Christopher Columbus is? I don't know.
Do you know where the Plymouth Rock is?
It's in Florida. No. You get the
I asked
you
somebody
get the Leif Erikson thing with the discovery of America, and then the best question or the best answer of all is the natives. Did you moron?
I asked some guys at work, and it was a variety mix of people, black, white, all ages. And I asked him, I said, when I say the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria to you, what do you think of?
I think of horse racing all over.
And few people just kind of like looked at me and they're like, what, huh? I was like, are you serious? You really don't think of the discovery of America, Christopher Columbus, any kind of nothing? Can't even
How
come
many
up with
ships
some
did
answer
Columbus
for 'em.
sail with?
How
I'm
many-
I'm not the history person.
How many ships?
There's other people way more qualified to
Well,
talk to me about history.
Yeah.
I just have my own history. That's what I follow.
Now the thing is if history is written by the victor, then how is it that we can have a true history?
We don't have a true history.
So everything we know is a lie,
Of course.
and now we must unlearn those lies to learn anew.
Yep. But first you have to believe that it has happened. A lot of people don't believe that they've been lied to their whole life. That's why all this conspiracy theory shit keeps popping up when we try to do something.
Conspiracy theory.
Oh yeah, like the
Oh.
chemtrails and stuff. Real or not, doesn't matter. It's up there. Let's find out what the fuck it is. That's my opinion.
Yeah, well,
And don't tell me it's contrails because I remember contrails as a kid.
see if I
Actually,
can
I
get
like
the picture back.
talking. I'd rather talk Fukushima.
You want to talk some Fukushima?
Fukushima sucks, guys.
Let's hear about it.
Fukushima's killing us.
I saw those.
slowly.
I saw the couple of radiation reports that were coming out of like.
Oh, but they won't be believed.
Huh?
They won't be believed. They'll be conspiracy too, but to some people.
Oh, yeah. I've talked to quite a few people about past things that were conspiracy theories, and the one thing that gets me is the irrefutable evidence of 9/11 is absolutely unbelievable, and I cannot fathom how there's so many people out there, and the things that have gone on in the last 10 years with the banks,
Yep.
and why are they not?
Why aren't people upset?
And I talked to them, and why aren't they upset? Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Why aren't they doing something about it? Because in a majority of the countries around the world where that kind of stuff's been going on, people have
They're
been taking
rebelling.
people have been taking a beating on that.
No, the people are rebelling.
They
Right
well,
now.
they were rebelling, but they're taking a beating because like I've heard about Greece, where their cops are going to stop them from going in the bank to get their money out, and people would just kick the shit out of the cops. Like, you ain't stopping me.
Yep.
We're going to kick their ass too if they don't give us our money.
Well, we're not violent.
Well, we're
No,
not
we're not-
violent. That's
But
exactly.
that's not. Violence isn't going to be the answer.
Well,
More support
Violence
is
is
going to be
never-
the answer. There needs to be more solidarity. Once we show some numbers, they'll notice. If they
Right.
crack down on us
that's how the women's
and we
movement.
don't
That's
get
how.
violent, listen.
all
If
movements.
they crack down on us and we don't get violent,
Mm-hmm.
our numbers will grow. They cannot respond to peace. They can only respond to violence.
Mm-hmm.
So we stay peaceful. They get violent on us like it's happened all year long, although in a blackout, nobody knows it's happened. You know, and I expect the city to probably do some stupid shit again. I expect maybe the state, I'm not exactly sure whose property this is on. We'll find out when the eviction people come to kick us off, I guess. Which agency do you work for? Are you state or local?
I'm
I'll do the
federal.
research tomorrow.
I'm federal.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do much on Facebook tomorrow.
You know, as a oath keeper and a veteran, I'm federal. So I can pretty much go anywhere, do anything I want, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, tomorrow I'll
Peacefully.
I'll write a couple
Peacefully.
of articles. I'll do some investigation. I'll try to find out what's up with this place. I'm betting though that it's going to be state.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a bet. I always
The,
lose these bets when I make them.
the entire park is state, isn't it?
I don't know. I looked at a map and I was surprised to see that the beach was considered federal because, as I understood it,
The what?
the beach, Ocean Beach, is under federal, according to this map that I looked at.
Well, yeah, it's the,
But according to state law, from what I understood, you're not allowed to restrict access to any of the ocean property, oceanfront property. You're supposed to be able to walk the beach the entire length of the state, the shore level out there.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's a federal beach, they can close it. It's in violation of state law.
Why does this keep going off?
Jeez.
Every time I check this camera, it goes off.
Maybe you should stop checking the camera.
Well, people want to see what's going on, not just hear what's going on.
It's dark. It's boring.
I know, but look at that. You got a great view. Don't worry, it's not connected to the thing.
No, I saw it.
It's too far away.
Nah, I just don't
Let
like
me see how far I can get.
I don't like being on camera.
I was just doing a video check. You're not even, it's not recording, you're not hooked up. You're not going to be on camera. But you are on audio.
Oh, I know. I don't care about that. There's not a lot of people up right now.
No, there's not a lot of people up right now. But you forgot,
Boring.
I archived this.
I know, but it's still boring. Nobody wants to watch
Totally
it.
boring, yeah, nobody wants
What
to
did they
watch
do
the
up there?
boring stuff.
What was the highlight of the night? Well, we caught somebody picking their nose.
I don't know about that. You know, I could take a little stroll, do a perimeter check, and see what kind of weirdness is going on around over in the Horseshoe, since that's only a block away.
That could also draw attention to.
Huh?
That could also draw attention to.
To me?
Anybody
'cause it's-
operating outside of a normal hour of walking draws attention to them.
Oh well.
In this day and age, caution is sometimes best.
I'm a documentarian. I'm allowed to walk around and film the nightlife if I want.
I know.
I'll
I know
film
what
the
you're allowed to do.
cops
but
or whatnot. I don't give a
you
shit.
also know that they target us.
Target us.
They've also got, I'm sure, photos of us. Oh, come on.
Oh,
Just
come on
remember
now.
the bullshit
Don't
that
try
happened.
to scare me.
No, you know the bullshit. You got it. Remember history?
Yeah, no, I've been followed. Trust
Remember
me.
history? Because if you don't, you'll repeat it.
No, yeah.
Remember the 101 and the weirdness that we were experiencing up there.
Man, weirdness. My phone still does weird stuff. I
Well,
got all
it's not
kinds
my
of
fault.
stuff that does weird shit all the time.
That's Big Brother saying, hey, we're watching you.
Yeah, I know, and I turn my phone off, pull the battery out and stuff, and and take a 10-minute break.
You're under attack
30
by an
seconds if I
algorithm.
need to get back online and be on the phone doing business.
You know what I like doing?
But
is I like triggering live people instead of just algorithms.
it
I love it when we get live
it's
people
going through
fucking with us.
computers and stuff gets messed up, right? Or somebody taps in, they start doing something. You break the connection, you go back on.
Mhm.
Usually you have no problems.
Well,
I can operate for days without having a problem.
Once the media computer shows up, we'll be better able to deal
I
with
was
the
going to bring my
situation.
computer up here, but I
Nah,
was very
nah,
not
nah.
risking bringing the entire command
Nope.
studio with me.
We will hope for some donations of equipment so that we can have backup media equipment this time.
Well,
I
that's
don't
good,
want
'cause-
what happened at the 101 to happen again. We lost everything,
Well,
you know, and we can't replace it because we're broke. We went to the $3,000 that we had over the last 8 months.
$3,000 in 8 months.
Yeah, that's
Well,
not bad.
That's not bad for donations for.
No, not to, well. It was the donations from before. But
Right.
donations stopped, of course.
Yeah. Well,
and-
I haven't had any donations, so. But I
Well,
mean,
that's-
here and there, a couple small
I
ones.
don't,
There's
these other
been
groups,
the private donators. You know who you are.
yeah, these
Thank
other
you.
groups that are in the city.
But it's there's not a majority amount of money being donated to people's streaming or the movement. I've noticed. Yeah, it's like it's the holidays, but oh, wait a minute, it's been the holidays for what? The last month or so because of
No, it's been the
you know,
holidays for the last
6 months?
307 days.
307 days.
Yeah, that's when the Christmas shopping started.
Oh,
Consume.
oh.
Here, buy some more disposable goods that will break on you, so you have to buy more.
I stopped buying stuff. If I was able to get a job now and just live in a tent on the streets, I'd be able to save up, pay off
Evidence
bills,
back,
get
yeah,
out
of
from
course.
under the system,
Huh?
and just leave this
Was that
place. I would get rid of all this gear and leave this place. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. I probably wouldn't get a job either.
I don't really want.
Not unless somebody
here.
paid me really well, because I have a lot of talents and skills.
I
And
don't
I'm
wanna
tired of
be-
making
hey.
$9 an hour
I don't want
for
to be in the city
bullshit.
anymore. I don't want to be here.
PC technician. I can
See,
read blueprints.
this is the only place that I've ever been turned criminal, and I was turned criminal because I'm homeless.
Yeah, well,
46 years old, homeless, and a criminal now. There's not a spot on my fucking record until this. Fuck that. But as soon as the case against the city comes up, I'll probably take off. That's a couple years though.
yeah.
Yeah. If there's still a world left, I don't know. The world's supposed to be ending today.
Oh, didn't it end today? I thought it was over.
Oh crap!
That light's on again. Okay.
Well, at least
So I got it working again
at least
temporarily.
after the end of the world, I have an active imagination.
Try to
I'm
keep watching for
looking
that light to
at
go
all
off. Well, you know, I always like the zombie apocalypse. You know, we're living the zombie apocalypse right now. A bunch of morons walking the streets not knowing, you know, that they're dead. And there's, you know, future generations that they're killing or that we've killed. And, you know, I mean, I don't know. Do you think there's actually a chance we can make a change right now, or have we
No.
not?
No, we
We've
ain't gonna
completely
make no
gone over
change
the
right
tipping
now.
point. Huh?
We're not going to make a change right now.
No, but I mean, if there was a drastic, complete 180 right now, we went complete solar power and people stopped using electricity, and say it took 2 years to get it all straightened out because everybody's busting their ass, and like everybody, people are busting their ass getting the job done,
Not enough.
right? Not enough.
Well, hell
Too little,
no.
too late.
Oh no, nobody can say it's too late.
You know,
Nobody can tell
all
the
electric
future.
cars.
Oh no, that may not be the solution either.
Well,
And now the biggest thing that we need to keep an eye on is the radiation.
the radiation. Yeah, that was why I knew you were going to drift into that, because
Oh, of course.
that's always a major concern
Come on,
of
it
mine.
was, look, there's a radiation reading that was put up on the page today that I saw that showed Hawaii was above the alert level. What
What's
that
the
means
alert
is
level?
Alert level is 100 clicks per minute. It went up to I think 163. I think I saw, which is above alert, and there was no alert issued. This is a repeated trend throughout the country. We have repeated alerts on independent radiation detection networks, not connected to the government. No alerts issued by the government anyway.
What you really think that they're gonna try to protect us these days after we just pretty much rose up in the streets and they kicked
We
everybody's
haven't
asses
rose up.
back to
Are
their
you kidding me?
fighting
We
spots?
haven't rose up. This isn't
Well,
risen.
the
This is a handful of people. This is a few people who got the balls enough to say, we know what you're doing is wrong, and we don't think you should do it, and we're here to say, stop.
yeah.
Now what we need is a bunch of other people to come and be with us. If that doesn't happen, this whole situation is going to do nothing but leave us for cannon fodder again. We've been arrested repeatedly for other people who weren't able to be here or did not truly support the homeless part of the movement or the group that is willing to be here and get arrested. They'll support going to a bank buyout at a courthouse, or maybe occupy somebody's house. I don't even know. Have they occupied a house in this city yet? I don't know.
What? There's squats and stuff that
Oh,
people are working.
yeah, but
with.
have they gone into a house and have they boarded it up and said, "No, bank, you cannot take it. We are protecting this family." Has any group in San Francisco done that yet?
I don't know. They've
I haven't heard. That's the biggest problem. I haven't heard. What is going on? Why don't we know what the fuck is going
well,
on?
what about all those groups that do those stop home
They don't talk to
foreclosures?
us. We don't count. They don't talk to each other, I'm betting.
Oh, the stop home foreclosures don't talk to the homeless people.
No, we don't have homes. Why would they foreclose on us?
Right,
But although the police do take our cardboard, especially if we sit on it, and they do take our sleeping bags,
Right, but what I'm
especially if
saying
we
is-
cover ourselves with
what
it.
I'm saying is when they go do those Occupy the Homes, you know, I remember people saying, well, you know, when they invite Occupy in to go do the Occupy the Homes, though, somebody's question was, does that mean that the homeless people that need to come in and take a shower and sleep on the floor
Fuck
to get
no.
warm get to come in?
No.
You know, no, yeah, and to me, I was like, that was a good question, and now that I've seen the way that there is that division between the separation of classes, You know, and I told
There's
people
an
that,
elitist group inside of Occupy. I've said it since the beginning.
you know, I told people that when I came together with Occupy that, you know, it looks like we're going to do a radio show tonight because the camera keeps going off and I'm not going to keep screwing with it.
Fuck it, we'll do a radio show. I don't care.
Well, it's going.
We'll
It's
occupy
already
our
going.
time.
Yeah.
Because I drank some coffee today before they kicked us out of the coffee house for not being drunk. Although we smelled of alcohol, but we weren't drinking.
That's weird.
Oh my god. Well, no, they profile us because of how we look.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I haven't cut my hair in a couple of years. I got long hair. All right. I ain't got a wife to tell me to cut it, so fuck you. By the way, it's after 11, and my language is probably gonna get bad because I'm not in a good mood. I'm unhappy with my Facebook audience. I'm happy with my Facebook audience, but I'm unhappy that we lost a lot of people.
Since we're going to do this as a radio show, let me archive this real quick and we'll come right back for the listeners. Thank you for tuning in. Occupy One Liberty from Occupy San Francisco at Keys Art Gardens with Master Mike Zint. We'll be right back.